What you looking at, camera? Hi there. Camera, you gonna find my face there? Please? Maybe? Darn it. Welcome in, everyone, even if you can't see me right now. There we go. It's getting a little closer there. There we go, you found me. Welcome! Happy Wednesday to all of you. Hopefully you've had a good start to your week. I'm Chef JT. Time for coffee. This close to getting the stats bar back up above us. I did all of the coding behind it. I got up to the rushing round before the beginning of stream and realized all of the overlays had been pushed off all over the place, including 2 of them that are completely off of the screen. I can't even, I might have to recreate them. Which is not the biggest pain in the world. I mean, it's a couple of text overlays, but it means I didn't have it for tonight. Pretty chill day for me today. Just hanging out around home. Oh, I did go up first thing in the morning, but... Hi, Name Reader. Oh, way over thinking rather than... Thinking I have way too many chill days. But I said hello to Nan Reader. I didn't say hello to anyone else yet. I'm sorry, everyone. Hi, JK. Welcome in, so. Hi, Cosmic. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And that's all I'm seeing right now. We'll give it another 30 seconds. Yeah. So chill day. Only broke Sprinkle out about 3 times. Let's see how the dashboard's looking tonight. That's working, that's working. It's got that properly, so hopefully the announcements went out alright. Still not doing that properly. Nothing but info in the logs. That's lovely. Stats page is looking better. Still not there. Never ending. Especially since I have no, like... It's not like there's a team defining what the borders of this project should be and when I'm supposed to start and stop and what I should focus on versus other things. I'm all over the place. Last night I was working on importing language models so that it better interprets my captions. And this morning I was working on stats. Pouring off a bit of coffee. That was a little bit of an overpour tonight. Camera's picking up particles there I can't even see. Interesting. Appreciate all of you joining me tonight. Cheers! Well, I guess I should start tonight's stream by just showing all of you my beaver. Honey mustard. So we're doing honey mustard with everything. Gonna be doing chicken sandwiches on fresh bread. I'm gonna roast some potatoes. I don't know if I put that in the dinner menu or not, but we're gonna do some roast potatoes with that. And then I'm gonna do honey mustard and pretzel toffee. Like pieces of toffee. let's get started with yeast. Nice, Michael. That's interesting. Trying to think of, like, what places I have seen that have that sort of a setup. I can certainly imagine that in a college, but I don't think I've seen that, like, that decade of a thing for it. Oh no, this is milk. I'm forgetting my recipe. I'm okay with buffalo at times, but buffalo is never, like... To me, buffalo is never the only sauce that you have something. Like, if you look at all the recipes that you typically use buffalo hot sauce for, you have blue cheese, ranch, you know, some other salad dressing involved. Work, please? Oh. Good. What are chat's thoughts on sensor reheat in microwaves? Let's see how close that got us there. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think we probably need another 10 or 20 seconds. Yeah. The reason I ask is there seems to be a consensus of people that don't trust it and don't use it and don't want it. I have owned that microwave since I was in college. Like, I basically live off of it. Like, unless I'm doing something short and sweet like this, or something I have like a preset time to do, sensor reheat. It'll get it to boil. I think a lot of this depends on whose software and whose microwave we're talking about. But, like, in popcorn functions, I've seen some that are, like, really complex. Like, this one's more complex than it needs to be. Like, it asks you the weight of the popcorn, I think. Yeah, it was from before the days that, you know, there was only one standardized microwave popcorn bag. But we need to get this bread going, so we'll get yeasties down in the water a little bit, or into the milk in this case. Over on the stove, we'll make our conjon, which I'm probably mispronouncing. I apologize. Defrosting in microwaves, I don't do that one. That one just doesn't make sense to me. If you got 20 minutes, do the sink method with cold water. You're going to get at least 90% of the way there. If you break it up into small pieces, if you have something you can break into smaller pieces. The microwave just practically cooks anything. Like, I know it's designed to only do enough that it thaws it completely. It cooks it. Okay. Wanted to see how much I needed to do for that, and I'm doing more than that, but... I don't do frozen entrees in there. I'll typically actually do those on the stove or in the oven if I can. Minus, like, Stouffer's mac and cheese. So I'll do, like, Stouffer's mac and cheese. I basically never buy microwave popcorn, but I've done it before. And in that microwave. Major thing other than... I use that for breaking down chocolate, though I switch between using the microwave and using a double boiler. And I use it for, like, reheating the random leftovers plate. I've seen those in the market. I haven't tried any of them. Alright, so we're supposed to be heating this up over here on the stove. Stop trying to light the pilot. It's already lit. flame off on that now. Trying to lift as much of that off of the bottom of the pan here as I can. We'll leave that and let that cool. I just sort of glaze over pretty much the entire, again, aside from, and there's nothing special about it. It's just that one thing. I pretty much glaze over anything pasta frozen. What are you doing, Yeasties? Why ain't you awake yet? Why ain't you foamy? Too much fat in there? You don't like that lactose sugar? This is very much likely. A lot of yeasts don't like lactose sugars. What size bowl do I want for this? We're not done with you, Scale. Let's do everything else in there too. Salt and egg. Thank you for the follow. First ad break of the evening. See you folks in 3 minutes. Take a sip. You get to see my ugly mug a little bit longer. Actually, this is a pretty nice mug. It just comes across as ugly brown on the camera. Welcome in, Chef Mini Tongs. Mini Kongs. Working on some milk bread style buns. I'm not saying authentic because okay, wake up beasties. Enough of this hanging out being lazy. Start making foam. Egg white. I was thinking I was going to throw the egg white in there and started mixing it up separate from the yolk. And then I realized, oh, I need the yolk in here and the egg white for the wash at the end. Actually, we should even take this off of the cutting board for the moment because we're not going to need that until I'm putting these in the oven. Which, we haven't even really started proofing them, so we're in for a little bit of a hangout here. Normally I'll start with dessert because, you know, it's the thing that needs baking and the time to get going. Not tonight. We're doing rolls. Dessert's going to be taking up time while rolls are proofing. I can turn you off and not kill my batteries. Do I have everything in here other than the sugar? I believe so. So let's get that sugar, that yeast some sugar. These are going to be sort of like burger buns or sandwich buns. They're going to be for a fried chicken sandwich. So oh, scramble's not working. Let me see. Does that fix it? Yeah, there we go. The stream stops with the wrong timing. There's a variable that thinks the game is still running and it sort of breaks. and I haven't really bothered to code in automatically resetting that for every stream, but I do have a button for it. Why I created a button and didn't just actually code it to work, I don't know. Hey, Pamoose. What's shaking? I'm waiting on these yeasties to get happy. They're not looking very happy. Which is surprising. Like, it must be the dairy, because... What's the temp of what we got going here? 73, it shouldn't be... I mean, it's not, like, party time, but... Your friend's awesome. Beyond that, I ain't saying a thing for you, because there are way too many hackers out in this world trying to get me to say stupid shit. I will. We'll add in our yeasties and sugar. I'm going with it anyways. What I am going to do is throw a bit more yeast here. Welcome and try it now. Seems awkwardly dry tonight. I'm worried that what I'm forgetting here. What's not in here? Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Oh, that's where it is. It's all stuck in my hand now. All the moisture. Even though I sort of mixed that last egg yolk, it must have not mixed up well. Now we need this into submission. Once we get this proofing, you can jump into some more perhaps visually stimulating food. Get some bubbling sugar going. Clean my hands up so now I'm not potentially working in any dry flour into that. And we'll get rid of any remaining crumbs on the board. Still stuck around my fingernails, but that's life. Starting to feel nice and elastic. It is getting there quickly. Alright, now let's ball that up. Not quite. breadcrumb spray of olive oil. Coat the bowl. And then a little bit on the dough to help it from drying out while it's proofing. It smells good tonight. Don't normally smell this olive oil. It's nothing special, it's cheap olive oil. It's nothing like the fancy ones that have all sorts of beautiful flavors to them. It's just olive oil. Chicken next. We need to get our chicken set up and marinating. Which one's the normal size chicken breast? They came in the same pack. Which that alone would frustrate me normally because I know... Well, that wouldn't frustrate me normally if it wasn't for the fact that I know our poultry industry knows its animals and its animal sizes down to the point that they can sell you airline breasts, which are the chicken breasts that traditionally used for the airlines, in perfectly little squares. Each identically sized, weighted. Hey, Jana. Eat my chicken meat. No, I did show everyone my beaver earlier, though. I can't fillet any of these out, so these... I guess we'll fry those up too. I don't really have plans for them, and been in the fridge for a minute already. It I guess we'll reuse this. This will work for it. Like the other night, I'm going to use some more buttermilk powder rather than draining a ton of dairy into buying buttermilk separately or I am going to throw a little bit of this half and half. That's not my normal stuff in here too. There's some residual flour and dough in there, but that's not really going to be a big deal for our fried chicken. We'll go in with our small stuff first. Oh, well, plenty of room here. Now we got the meats done. Let me get this board and knife quick scrubbed up. Flour. What are we gonna do for flour tonight? What am I gonna put in my seasoning tonight? I'm going with honey mustard, so I don't have to be too complicated with it. And start with a simple one. cayenne. Giving this some heat tonight. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Ginger. And paprika. Salt, pepper, MSG. Smoked salt. Smoked salt. MSG. Black pepper. Oh, you're a toffee fan, Jonna? Or was that a comment to the cayenne? Ooh, I don't know what that is. That sounds delicious, though. Sounds almost like chocolate chip in Mexican. Must look this up now. Knowing me, I have made this before, but no, looking at it, I probably haven't. It looks like a seafood stew. Yep, spicy seafood stew. Yeah, not a lot of seafood here. Little bit. Especially when chat puts for canned clams. Still not happy with you for that. It's totally your fault, not mine. Okay, so we got this chilling. We got this set up. To be honest, I'm feeling that way about mackerel and the herring that I have over there that I haven't put in. I didn't put it into last week, or into yesterday, or whatever, the last streams. Words. What time is it? I swear I haven't been drinking anything but coffee. Good. I think we're on to dessert. I think we're on to working on toffee time. Really? Same ratio? Interesting. We gotta get the pretzels ready. Totally didn't get hungry late night last night. Let's see. Putting the broken open side to the bottom. Is it me, or does anyone else seem this is a little excessive how puffed open all of these are? I eyeballed half the pan and then hoped that I could space them out all nicely. Pinched myself a little bit. Like, I don't know if this caramel toffee, whatever you want to call it, is going to coast all this distance, but I do want to sort of set up. I'm also concerned that I pour it down there and they're all going to spread out. But the hope is that I can pour it and they'll hopefully stay. The more I think about that, the more I think it's probably not going to happen. I think I'm just going to toss it with all of it. And just hope that I can get them separated out nicely. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. There's one too many. Trying to make sure and get the butter all the way up on the sides. Let that melt a moment more. Some vanilla extract out. We got this in place for the hot pan. Need to get this mixture up at least 275-ish before I add in all my toppings. And we'll finish it off trying to get it up to 300. Starting to mix in with all the sugar. We're starting to get to caramel toffee land. Hey, Splits! Sounds delicious. Skip the rice. I think that's going to be close enough for me to get our add-ins in there. Nothing, it just doesn't fit in with everything else and doesn't need it. Got the safety seal. No. taking too long. Salt. Back on the heat. Mix that all up. It smells very powerfully of honey mustard in here right now. If you know that sweet honey mustard smell, like, calling it there. Starting to get some nice light brown color. Add our pretzels into the mix. And pour out on the counter, or we lose half of our butter. But we got toffee. Alright, we're going to set that off to the side to cool. Not in love with that toffee. Goes in line with most of my caramels that I've tried to make on stream. Me and caramels just don't seem to mix. They always seem to break or crystallize or... We'll see how it turns out, though. It's not looking too bad. Just looks like it separated a lot of butter out from it. Okay. Are we on to... I need a little more time for that bread. Let's do potatoes. Let's prep potatoes. I used them up? I don't remember using them up. Oh, there they are. Hidden down on bottom. That's not usually a great sign. Let's see if our peppers are still usable. They're getting up there, they're wrinkly, but I'll use them. Give those a good rinse up since they were on the bottom. It's not like we aren't cooking them anyway, so I mean... Chad's like, you said potatoes. What are you doing with peppers? I'm putting peppers in my potatoes. Do a small diced potato, almost like a hash or a hash, with some peppers, some green onion, and use that sort of as a plate for my chicken sandwich. It's not a sandwich, it's a sandwich. Feeling better now that I know that toffee is hardened. I gave it the push test. Start the oven up here, get it ready for fun stuff. Avocado oil spray. Salt. Pepper. Onion and garlic powder. And get those taters and peppers to toss in the oil and seasonings. That I'm going to throw in the oven. It's still preheating, but I set it to 400. We'll just give it a little more time. Oh, go to ad break. I need a drink, chat. I'm gonna get a drink. By a drink, I mean I'm gonna have a sip of this mysterious can in the back that's already empty, apparently. And I'm gonna grab my water glass. And clean up the bowl while we're waiting. How we looking here? I didn't check anything at the start of stream tonight as far as the actual going live stuff. I haven't checked the actual streaming platforms that everything's going straight to them properly. Looks like we got a proper alert in Discord tonight. That's good. How about Blue Sky? I'm working on threads too as far as going live notices, but Facebook, why you gotta make that stuff so complicated? Like, why don't you just separate the three major like, you want an API platform for threads, you want one for, like, you got pages, you got personal accounts, you've got, you know, pages and personal accounts on Instagram, you have, you know, threads, which is an entirely different like, figure it out. Like, their settings area is so confusing. Which account am I working on? Am I working on this? Am I working on that? Does this work with Instagram and with Threads, or just that? Or need AI just to understand their setup? We back from ads, so I can stop ranting now? Yeah. Next up, we're going to get some oil heating up on the stove for our chicken. Do our frying in. We'll go on to doing bread now. We have our bread nicely poofed. That's at least doubled since we started. We'll give that a punch down on camera. There's not as much of a deflation on that as some others. Because of the oil from earlier, this is relatively easy to handle at this point. I am going to give it a quick chop into 4. Squeeze the dry side towards the inside. And pinch until you've got a nice smooth ball. And then finish that up on the sealing up the bottom of that. Still not. I am not hitting high on sealing up my buns tonight. I think we're just living with this. I'm going in the next ones. Even this dough is smelling amazing. I don't know, maybe my nose is just functional tonight. All my allergies and stuff, my nose never, like, people mention, this smells so good, I'm like, what? I don't smell anything. I'm going through the sheet pans tonight. I think I was doing a special event something. All the sheet pans I'm using tonight. So we're going to take these individually in first. Give them a good press out in two directions here. It's the oven coming to 400 degrees for our potatoes and for our rolls. So these only need 375. Those are now proofing once again. I want to put them on the stove though, so they're a little bit of a warmer environment. Turn the heat on the oil. Actually, no, we're too early on that. We're too early on that. I think we're too checking out the toffee here, which is a toffee. It's not soft. There we go. One big chunk. There you go, chat. Honey mustard pretzel toffee. Let's see if it's all it's cracked up to be. I think I finally got that out of my teeth, mostly. That's delicious. It sticks all to your teeth. Like, I'm gonna be picking sugar out of my teeth all night. I didn't get a piece of pretzel with it, but that's for later. That makes it dessert, right? This is dessert, right, chat? Either way, it counts as sweet and savory, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, we can use a little fan time over here. Doing okay, chat. What's new and exciting in everyone else's start of their week? What new things have you been up to? We getting to the end of this green onion yet? Seems like this green onion is never ending. We'll reuse you. Got that. That's in the oven. That's ready to go. This, almost ready to go. These need a real stretch out here. They're already poofing back up a bit, but I want them burger bun size. So I'm going to go ahead and give them another stretch. And with that, I think we're going to take a little bit of a break here, chat. We got to wait a little bit more on the potatoes to bake before I can get into doing the bread. The bread needs a little bit more time to proof before I can throw those in the oven. Anyways, we got our dessert basically done. Our chicken's hanging out. Let's do our initial coat on our chicken because we can go back into the liquid with that. That's a quick thing we can do here. But then we're going to go into a little bit of a break here. In 10 minutes or so. Alright, now that's all in the flour, we'll let that hang out, hydrate the flour that's touching it a bit, and we're going to give that a second soak when we come back before we fry it up. Get that flour and dairy mix heavily coated on the outside of them. Do it 3-4 times for all I care. Just make sure you're actually cooking your chicken. I can see some people just, breading chicken. Like popcorn chicken nugget that's like this. Alright folks, I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
If you've ever been to Venice, you remember the gondolas and the picturesque waterways. And you remember the food, too. Superb food, prepared with that very special Italian touch. The same special Italian touch that Chef Boyardee sauce with meat can give to your meals over here. Because the recipe for this tangy sauce has been brought over from Italy by this famous Italian chef. Chef Boyardee sauce with meat is made from juicy, sun-ripened tomatoes and tender quality beef, simmered in a spicy sauce that makes a rice and cheese loaf, a casserole, or a spaghetti dish a real Italian-style dish. So when you'd like to add that special Italian touch to your dinner, do it with Chef Boyardee sauce with meat. Try Chef Boyardee sauce with mushrooms, too. Both are prepared from the chef's own Italian recipe.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment right. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
Make it right.
and here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Is the flake real?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toast corn into golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know. Great! Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it there. All right, now, as you look at that, don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it. That's fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts, and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the...
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. How we all doing tonight? Welcome in. I'm working with honey mustard tonight. Here, let me show you my beaver. Working on a couple of dishes tonight for that. My ingredient challenge I do every week. viewers in Discord vote between viewer-submitted ingredients, and then I have to, on Wednesdays, use them sweet and savory. So dinner and dessert. So we got our first part of dinner actually already done, which is a pretzel honey mustard toffee. Honey mustard being in the actual toffee itself. And then what you're seeing here on the board is chicken and the dairy I was using for soaking the chicken with. And that's going to be fried up, and I'll be doing burgers. We got buns back here, proofing. And I was just taking a little bit of a break. I came back because I got the lovely raid from all you lovely folks. But we're sort of in a holding pattern here. I'm going to take a couple more minutes of a break. We're allowing the bread to proof. I've got potatoes and peppers roasting in the oven. And we're all set up basically to start our frying here when we come back. And so I'm still going to take another 5 minutes or so from here. We got 14 on the potatoes, and the bread needs another 10 minutes. So see all you folks in about 5 minutes.
If you've ever been to Venice, you remember the gondolas and the picturesque waterways. And you remember the food, too. Superb food, prepared with that very special Italian touch. The same special Italian touch that Chef Boyardee sauce with meat can give to your meals over here. Because the recipe for this tangy sauce has been brought over from Italy by this famous Italian chef. Chef Boyardee sauce with meat is made from juicy, sun-ripened tomatoes and tender, quality beef, simmered in a spicy sauce that makes a rice and cheese loaf, a casserole, or a spaghetti dish a real Italian-style dish. So when you'd like to add that special Italian touch to your dinner, do it with Chef Boyardee sauce with meat. Try Chef Boyardee sauce with mushrooms, too. Both are prepared from the chef's own Italian recipe.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright, fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment,
Make it coffee,
to enjoy that fresh aroma.
make it often,
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container, and for full flavor.
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright, fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Is the flake real?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toast corn to golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know. Great! Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it there. All right, now, as you look at that, don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it just fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts. and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the creamy style Skippy. Say, how is that, huh?
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good. All I did that for was to tell you that you can get that and enjoy it anytime you want. You won't have to go through any chopping process either, because the Skippy people do that for you in chunk style. That's done for you up in the factory. Now, chunk style, you see, has sprinkled all through it very generously through the entire jar those golden little nuggets that you saw there, just about like that. So that's already done for you there. Now, of course, either style, whether it's cream or chunky, if you get Skippy, you are getting the peanut butter that stays fresh right down to the last spoonful in the jar. And so I make it very simple again. I want you to know that this is an honest fact.
If you like peanuts, you'll like Skippy.
All right. Now that my lab mic is on, welcome back, everyone. We've let the chicken hydrate a bit while we're gone. Our oil is still getting there. We still need another 100 degrees or so to go on our oil. I'm going to go ahead and throw these. Oh, we need to do our egg wash on these. Let's do our egg wash on the buns. It's an egg white from earlier that I mixed up a little bit earlier. Add a touch of dairy. Doesn't matter what dairy, just a couple drops do ya. Get a proper mix up. And brush that on. Do I go plain? Do I go... I think I'm going to go sesame. I think we're going to go sesame bun tonight. Alright, those all got a nice light coat on them. Well, maybe a little heavy on the coat, but whatever. And we'll put some sesame on them. I need to research more into sesame seeds. I don't refrigerate my sesame seeds, but I know you're supposed to refrigerate some sesame seeds. It makes me wonder if I'm getting the unflavorful sesame seeds. And I'm not talking about flax either, because you often see flax. Flax looks very similar to sesame, even though it's very much not. Alright, so sesame seed coated buns going in the oven. Good there, good there. This oil is smelling and we're almost there on the oil. Or we're getting there on the oil. So let's start making our chicken messy. Let's first off push a lot of the flour from everything into the center. And I'll take that liquid back in the flour. Still not enough. And we're still not here with that temp, are we? We're almost 300 some places. Just a little touch longer on the oil. Got 14 minutes on the buns. I'm going to take the potatoes out with the buns. Alright, we're 350-ish. Pick another candidate. Maybe we'll take one of the small ones and do one of the smaller ones along with it. Starting to get some nice color there. If you couldn't see the spice in the flour before, you definitely can now. Fine salt over the top as they come out of the oil. And we'll prep for our next piece of deliciousness. It's our oil temp at. I don't find fry bread tacos disgusting, but I find at least Taco Bell's gorditas to be a bit, ugh. Like, they're too much oil. Alright, going in with our second of 3 batches. Go with the big one first. Crunchwrap is their baby these days. They keep trying to find other things that they can make their own as much, but... Ooh. Compared to many other fast food, they're certainly not McDonald's. Their franchises, like they have basically the same menu, but their service quality widely varies. I've made a Crunchwrap on stream. Should do another one now that I can find those burrito wraps. Need to make room for taters and buns. That's our timer on our bread and our taters. Taters. Buns. There is a cut of lamb and several others. It's called the saddle. Okay, last pieces of chicken. Thought I got myself there for a second. You jumped. I didn't get myself. I gotta remember to water you in the morning, plant. rid of our air quotes dairy. And what's left of that. Ditch the last of our seasoned flour here. So if you fry stuff like regularly, you can save this a couple of days. There's nothing that's going to make it really go bad. I just don't really have the room for separate spice mixes and stuff. The catastrophe is a little bit more of a Reddit joke than a dad joke, I think. That's ads. We'll just be wrapping up this last piece. Flame is off on the oil. Up to 144 wins, Soph. Alright. Let's make ourselves a sandwich. You look nicely broken. Nice and soft. Sandwich. Bread. I am going to mayo the bottom. And the top. Lightly. Yeah, I tried one of them. The honey mustard definitely shows up, but it's tasty. It's just different, sort of with the butter toffee and all of the sugar. And I didn't try one with the pretzel on it. In it. But this is our, well, it's still on a baking tray, but I have broken those all up here. Ooh, let's switch over to the cutting board here. So we have our toffee coated pretzel bits. And add the green onions to the potatoes and peppers. We need lettuce and pickles. Then we need to pick out a piece of chicken here. I think I'm actually going to go with the first one I made. Then we need our secret ingredient of the night. Gotta represent the ingredient. Oops. I just looked at my phone and it said it was 90 out today. 90. Doesn't even slide off of the plate right now. Let's get the handheld shot before we do other stuff here. Okay. So I think that concludes making dinner here. Did I ever show chat? Did I show all of you this deliciousness over here? All of this chicken that we made? Like, we got a couple more sandwiches here. We got some chicken tenders too. one last shot of my beaver. No, we'll leave it here. I do think it is that time, chat. Greatly appreciate everyone for joining in. Also greatly appreciate everyone for hanging out with me till the end of this. Wasn't exactly short, but it was a 3-hour stream. Let me check if there's anyone out there. I wish we had a few more heads or I'd raid out tonight, I think. There's someone we can go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Where is she? There we go. I'm going to send all you lovely folks off to another food and drink streamer. I have never really hung out in their chat. I hope you give a good appearance for me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Oh, and they closed up just as I was going to start the raid. Alright, I guess that's a sign. We're just going to call it here tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Be back here on Friday. We're going to be doing Talk Like a Pirate Day. Going to be doing meatballs, walk the plank, garlic bread, and I forget what else. There's a third dish involved on Friday night for the theme. So I hope you come back to join me for that. We got more stuff coming up. I don't have stuff in the schedule, but there's more stuff coming up. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining me 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th time. I hope you have a lovely evening.